Hey everyone, this is Will Walters with Nautic Star Boats. Today I want to talk to you about our XTS series. We get lots of questions about what does XTS stand for, what does it mean to be an XTS boat, why is an XTS better than the competition? That's what I'm going to try to tell you today. XTS stands for Extreme Tournament Series, okay? We offer an XTS model in our Bay Boat series in a 215, a 227, and a 249. This is a 227 XTS, but I'm going to talk today about more features that are common throughout our entire XTS lineup, okay? Let's talk about the outside of the boat first. The air-assisted chine, okay? If you've watched any of our videos before, you've seen the air-assisted chine before. That allows the boat to get up on plane quicker. You never lose sight of the horizon. Anytime you can get the boat on plane quicker, you're going to burn less fuel, which will lower your cost of operation. Also in shallow water, it's a great tool to get up a little bit quicker in shallower water. When you combine the air-assisted chine to the flotation pods that are built in the back of the boat, that's going to even allow the boat to get up even quicker. So you notice how the hull is extended on both the port and the starboard side. Acts like a natural trim tab. Forces the nose of the boat down, gets the boat up on plane quicker, okay? Now I'm going to climb into the inside of the boat, so is my cameraman, and we're going to show you a few features on the inside of the boat. So let's walk up here to the bow. One thing I always point out on our XTS models is the wide bow. So on a bay boat, typically, you'll see that once you get to the console, the boat really starts narrowing toward the front. Nautic Star went the opposite way. We went wider up front. We carried that width further forward. Notice how big this front deck is. It's like a dance floor. You've got plenty of room for two people to fish off of. Also notice on the front of the boat, notice the really large landing for a trolling motor. You're pre-wired. Every boat is pre-wired for a trolling motor. Big enough for an iPilot, Ulterra, any of the new, latest, and greatest trolling motors will all fit up here. Built-in anchor locker up front, okay? Then you've got a big lockable storage compartment here, okay? Great area for life jackets, fenders, ropes, tackle, whatever you need, and it's lockable, so you can lock it up if you have to get out of the boat, whatnot. Insulated fish box, okay? Huge box. When we build the boat, before the hull and the deck are put together, we spray foam around it. We make sure the plumbing works to where it plumbs out of the boat, so as your ice melts, it drains overboard. Can still be a storage box, but it's a great insulated cooler, built-in cooler as well. 2 lockable rod lockers. Each locker will hold 5 7.5-foot rods. Okay, they're lockable. The lids open all the way. Okay, not just a 90-degree angle. Notice the hinges, those are double barrel hinges. All the stress is on the hinge, not on the lid. And notice how the lid is finished all the way on the front and back, and the really, really nice hardware. Again, all XTS features that you need to take a look at. These are lockable as well, okay? Coming home from the water, you want to stop, get something to eat, you can feel secure with your rods locked up inside the boat, okay? Let's take a look at the front of the console. So, first of all, awesome console, just overall. I'm going to talk about it a lot. But the front of the console has some really cool features. Built-in tackle storage. Okay, this is awesome. People love this. What a great feature for someone fishing in the front of the boat. Now you can keep your tackle here. You don't have to walk to the back of the boat to get your tackle if you want to change out. It's all right here. You've got 5 tackle trays. It's incorporated very well and it's secure. 15-gallon live bait well. Okay. So when we talk about XTS, we talk about tournament series, we got to talk about tournament series live wells. What makes our live wells tournament series, okay? Well, they're insulated, they're aerated, we've got recirc pumps, so the water recirc. You've got LED lights inside, okay? So if you're out at night, it lights up the inside of the live well. Notice the friction hinges on the lid. So your cushion stays up. No matter how windy it is, it stays open by itself. Why is that important? Well, you and I both know a lot of times you need 2 hands to get your bait out. You got a net, you're working to get that out. If it's windy, things are going everywhere. This stays open, you take care of that, and then you close it. A lot of our competition is not like that. It's either turn the other direction and there's no friction hinge, so you're having to fight that lid to get your bait out. Notice also how the handles are built in very smartly. They don't stick out, they're built into the console, so when you're sitting here, if you have a passenger up front, you've got something to hold on to, okay? Very smartly done. So as we move back, let's see the side of the console. Notice you have 3 more rod holders here. So now you've got 3 and 3, that's 6, plus the 10, so now we're up to 16 rod holders so far, okay? All XTS models have a rail that will fold down and a windshield that will come off. So if you need to get in a garage, carport, storage yard with a low clearance, it allows you to do that. As we get to the helm itself, a couple of things I want to point out. Look how everything is smartly laid out, okay? Gauges are easy to read. Plenty of room here for a GPS, up to a 12-inch screen if you want to add that. Nice glove box where we install the stereo, and you've got a 12-volt plug and a USB port. Push button switches are awesome. They light up when they're on. So if you bump into it, you don't walk out of the boat with something on, okay? Tilt steering, adjust the different size drivers, very important. And then all your other switches that you need are all accessible. Everything is easy to get to, very easy. Notice too how the console is lifted all the way around, okay? A lot of companies have a toe kick here at the front where you drive. This one's lifted all the way around. Why is that important? Well, that's another XTS exclusive. It's important because when you're walking around the console, you're fighting a fish, you're moving around, you're not bumping into the console, okay? Creates more floor space for you, okay? Didn't have to make the boat bigger. We just innovated a console that raised up so give you more space. This is a really cool feature I like to point out. Very nice. So notice inside the console, tons of storage. So storage is important, very important, obviously. But notice a couple of things. Notice how the rod holders on each side are drained. You've got drain tubes on them. What does that mean? When it rains, when you get water in the boat, the water doesn't go into the console. It runs out of the deck and out of the boat. The other important feature is the battery trays, okay? You're pre-wired, your batteries are pre-wired up underneath here for a trolling motor. 2 batteries or 3 batteries, depending on the trolling motor you're gonna get. Why is that important? We've moved that weight further forward underneath the console, okay? So the competition, what a lot of them do is they didn't engineer the console to accommodate all the trolling motor batteries. So all those batteries have to go in the back of the boat. So now all of a sudden, you've got 2 or 3 trolling motor batteries. You've got 1 or 2 batteries for the boat, for the engine, for your accessories. Could have a total of 5 batteries in the back. Fill your live well up. Rear live well is going to be at least 30 gallons. And then most boats have jump seats in the back, and you put a couple of guys my size in the back of the boat, all of a sudden you got a ton of weight back there, and you'll have a hard time getting the boat up on plane. It's going to run less efficient. You're going to burn less fuel. Your performance is not going to be as good. This is a big feature, so be sure you're looking at that. Notice the anti-fatigue mat here where my feet are. That's a foam mat. It's very nice when you're driving. It gives you a little bit of cushion. Feels good on your feet. And then the leaning post here, the leaning post that we have in the boat is a flip-up bolster deluxe leaning post. We've got about 4 or 5 different leaning posts we use in the XTS series. This is probably my favorite. You can lean against it. It's very comfortable. Or you can fold it down, sit on it, lean back. It's very comfortable. Notice under the gunnels on both sides, more rod storage. 3 rods on each side, so that's 6. So that brings us up to 22 rods so far, okay, if you're keeping track at home. 22 rods. And then we walk back here to the back. Notice your leaning post, 4 more rod holders, okay, so 26 rods. This one's powder coated. You can get it powder coated, non-powder coated, white or black, whatever you choose. It's a nice feature. Notice the space here. All the XTS models have a nice amount of space here. So you've got plenty of room to get to the back deck. Okay, and then finally the rear of the boat. Notice we've got big floor drains. Those are recessed down on the floor. Any water that gets in the boat is going to evacuate very easily. And then you've got another NauticStar exclusive, but you have 3 jump seats across the back. Okay, not just 2. Okay, I think a much better setup than a bench seat, which a lot of brands have gone to. A lot of brands just have 2, and they have the live well in the middle. You need seating. You have people. You're going to have this beautiful boat. People want to go with you. You've got additional seating. But you're saying, well, man, I only have that one live well up front. No, you got a 30-gallon live well underneath the middle jump seat. Has all the same features that I talked about in the front. LED lights, insulated, recirc, aeration. It's all there, okay? All XTS models come with high-speed pickups on the back of the boat. What's a high-speed pickup? That allows you to bring fresh water into your live well system even when you're moving, okay? If your boat doesn't have that, you're only getting fresh water when you're sitting still, okay? This allows you to bring it in while you're driving the boat as well, okay? When you fold these down, they have a locking hinge so they won't come up, and then you create a big fishing deck across the back, okay? Notice you have seat bases that are built in, and then notice you have 2 more storage compartments back here in the back. The back deck's going to vary a little bit depending on the size of your XTS model, but they're all going to be similar in size to where you have a lot of room and you can fish 2 people off the boat. Last thing on this boat is the optional swim platform. Another favorite feature of mine, I think it's really important, makes it easy to get in and out of the boat. It's a nice, solid swim platform, not just a couple of bars sticking back there. That ladder folds up out of the way, sits down, it's all built together, so it was designed properly when you're not needing the ladder. So again, I hope this video helped you. I hope you now understand what an XTS is, why an XTS is better than the competition. If you have any other questions about an XTS model, please go on nauticstarboats.com and contact your local dealer, and they'll be happy to show you an XTS.